Uh, Old keyboard, new keyboard. Only the first thing that happened with the new one was that I had this sparkling water with lemon taste, and I opened it fresh from the store, delivered here. No one had shaken it, but it just went. So we got water in this, and I thought, well, it's water anyways, right? But apparently, this membrane in this cheap membrane keyboard with lights though, blue nice light. You can probably see it's blue easier if I turn this off. Maybe not. It's so bright in here from all the lights. So the outside of this one is good and fresh, new, but the inside doesn't work as it should. So if I would test and type here, I think it's H, these letters, Swedish letters, A, and I think maybe it was Alt GR, they don't work. So, and I've tried cleaning the membrane, which didn't work. So, I'm going to unplug this and let's see from my USB hub, and I still have lots of electronic stuff around here. So, what did I do? What did I do? Did I touch something? Why did it go black? Did I say something? It reacted to a voice command. Well, we'll see when I look later. At least, now this keyboard is unplugged, and let's just remove the insides, cause what I want now is to use the top part of this keyboard, which the electronic part isn't working in, and put it in that keyboard where the other part is very, very used. And it's not just that it looks bad. This key, the space key, is the only one that doesn't work in this one. And what it happens with this one is that when you type, you either get 2 spaces, 1 space, or no spaces. And that's quite annoying when you get a lot of double spaces and sometimes there's no space. Yeah, you know, annoying. So I really wanted to fix this, even if I'm not in the perfect shape today. I'm thinking this is a quick thing. So let me just get some screwdrivers. Yeah, over here. Sorry for coughing. Let's see here. Actually, I could do like a preview because I'm not using my screen. So that I can see what you're seeing there. And so why not use the screens you have, you know? Oh, there. So let's see. Here are my screwdrivers, and these are kind of big still. I'll take one of these and try. I think this will fit. Yeah, it's good. Get these out of the way. Is this focused or not? It's almost like it's not focused. Maybe it's not bright light enough. What do you think? Oh, it just adjusts. Well, this is the quality of my phone. Old phone. So let's just unscrew all of these. Well, let's see, do I have anywhere to put them? I've got all of these boxes still over here. Nah. That's good enough. Putting them on top of this. At least you won't put your hand on it then. I know a lot of people do like advanced keyboard streams, and these are just the most cheap ones. So maybe it'll be fun to see what one of the normal ones looks like inside. I don't know. I think actually more keys didn't work before, but when I tried it just today, there was just these 3-4 keys that didn't work. So we can always look with a microscope to see if we can see any more errors. Maybe there is, if we could just fix this one. It might be better. Yeah, so this first part here, we have metal. Just, you can see here possibly the water damage on in this metal. Let's see if we can. You can see the edges here. It's not more visible because it's not focused, of course. Oh, well. So, and then we have this layer, which is the actual place where the keys are pressed. Or we have well, let's switch back to the microscope like this and go over to this place here. And this is where the electronics are. There. So this cable is fastened here to this. So it's just power. And if let's unscrew these two. And you can see it's connected to this board. And on the other side, we can see also the water damage. Let's see.
Harry Dree says, "Hey, what's up?"
Hi, welcome. I'm trying to merge 2 half-broken keyboards into one working one. So this very used old one, you can see the the use of the keys. The space button, I get sometimes I get 2 spaces, sometimes I get no spaces, and sometimes I get 1 space. Whoa! And this newer one, the same model, I bought it because I liked the first one. Cheap keyboard, but I liked it, and it got water into it almost at once. You can see here it's kind of stuck together, these membranes. So these are 2 layers here. These are how these cheap keyboards work. So yeah, it's even stuck together. And I've tried to clean it before, and it didn't work. So still 3 keys that doesn't work at all. So I thought I'll bring this one from the old keyboard and put it in here. And then it will hopefully work. And there's also this part. So these parts I'm thinking I'll bring from that keyboard. And of course we can try different. This was also stuck together in strange ways with just sparkling water with lemon taste, but still it apparently did the job. So the new keyboard wasn't new anymore. And here, let's see on the microscope here, we can see the connector used to be just like this. So that's the keyboard signals there. And this is just power to this one. So let's move that out of the way. And this one is completely loose. So I'll put this to the side. And this also has some kind of moisture, oil feeling on it. So I think this is, the problem might not be the water. The problem might be that this thing, you know, went into where it's not supposed to be. Something like that. And this is also a bit gooey. We'll see how the other one that's not had a lot of water will look like. Anyway, this part I think is kind of stuck here. It doesn't matter. So I guess we'll use the electronics bit from the other keyboard that really works too, that has not had any water damage. And this is probably like, either it's melted there, or it's, yeah, there's no reason to try to open this, because there's no electronics there, it's just plastic and this oil thing. So let's unplug this. We can take the microscope camera. Let's see, is this zoomed or focused? So let's unscrew these. So how did you find your way here, Harry? Not happening my office chair. Let's see. No, I'm not looking at what I actually see. It's just to pull these up, right? Yeah. Why did I think there used to be screws there, but I already removed them. So let's be careful here and get another screwdriver. There, put them over here. Let's get a flat one.
There's a streamer who does some cyber stuff. He recommended me to you.
Oh, was it Theo the other day? Let's see. There. Yeah, so this is the tiny controller board of the keyboard. And this is where the USB comes in. And this part goes to this. And then this connector, the long one, goes to the other part that I moved. This one. And here we can see when you push a button, you get a connection between these different layers. So it's quite smart, actually. They're not very capable of withstanding some moisture attacks. I do these. I worked in IT a lot. I've done programming, but I'm really thinking of going to, well, maybe being a pen tester or something, red teamer. That's kind of what I want to do now. So, but you need a working keyboard for that too, right? Oh, let's see. We don't really have to unplug this because there's another cord, but whatever. I thought it was easier to put it like that.
Yeah, it was him the other day. He is the same TTS.
Yeah. Do you follow Security Live too? He's the one who makes the TTS, and he's great. He's worked much longer than Theo in cybersecurity. So let's see now. This part, I can see these keys. Is there something odd here? Did it kind of fall out? Maybe yeah, it is loose. It is a bit loose here. So then we know what if we want to, we can do stuff with this one too. I don't want to remove these because it's, plastic could probably break easily. And this is the part we want to use, so I'm just moving it to the side too. So now let's open the other keyboard, the used one. So I've had this for years. So good quality, I guess, as long as you don't have the bad luck of opening a bottle of water just next to it. So there we have all of the screws from the start. The other one, the first ones I had already done. So and this is like what is it? $25 price kind of thing.
Now hackers use keyloggers. Can one program his keyboard to know if it's being recorded?
Program his keyboard to know if it's being recorded. No, I don't think so. The keyboard. If you make your own keyboard and then you have to have something on the other side. Would you do encryption between the keyboard and what? If something is in your computer, it can always modify what you see. So how would you check that there's nothing there? Because the thing that you add might be changed by someone. So that's the problem. If someone hacks your computer, they can change anything. So, how did you find this interest? And are you in school? Are you working with something else? What's your point of where you're currently? I can show you those the things that Theo was talking about if you want to later. I have them right here somewhere. Yeah. Let's see. This one didn't want to pop up there. It's these tiny boards. Like this. I can show you. I saved one with this has the shell, the reverse shell. So if you plug this one in, it does the reverse shell to my virtual machine with Kali. So I can show you that later if you want to. So let's put them back. The other one was just a keyboard typing. So when you plugged it in, it said it was a keyboard.
As for me, I'm a broke video editor who finds himself wanting to know more about computers.
Ah. Video editor, then you have, knowledge about that. Is this something? Yeah, here we have a screw too. All the video editing I know is the videos I've made. So it's just, for your own use. I did record a video for someone though and edited and, like a job. So I guess I'm a professional video editor because I did one thing. So let's see now. Yeah, something else is probably there. Here we have one. There may be screws under these, but I don't know. Let's look at the other one. Just going to look underneath. Yeah, there's screws under those too.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think it's linked on the about there. You can see a link, but it's Fixit42, the name of it. But I don't have any kind of these kinds of things there yet. It's just for games that I've figured out for my kids. Mostly. I'm actually planning to, or I'm working on a Python tutorial. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do work on that on stream. We'll see, or I'll just do it as quickly as I can. But my angle on YouTube videos is to make instructional videos that are not crazy long, but are just to the point. So you don't have to sit, to learn this tiny thing, you have to sit for an hour. I hate that. So that's what I want to avoid. So for I don't know, 5 years of use or something, it's not very dirty. I guess I should kind of brush this off or something. It's not much though. Nah. It's kind of gone with just a finger over it. So, let's separate these keyboards. I'll put this one over here. So, the undamaged one, or the not water damaged one. So, another set of these screws. And another one of these. So, I also think, I have a Discord too, if you want to join. Where you can make requests and suggestions for what you should do, and also just talk. And I suggested to Theo, he was thinking how would I learn these things, because it's hard to just memorize terms for cybersecurity, for example. The letter combination doesn't have any meaning. But if you talk about it together, you can have a live voice Discord chat about it, just to talk about stuff. Then I think that it will just end up getting stuck in your brain without you having to work for it. I'm kind of like the social learner. If I go to a lecture and someone talks about it and you ask questions and you do something, maybe some working groups or something, then I learn it very quickly. If I have to
this reminds
try
me
to
of my
memorize.
laptop keyboard. The G and H keys don't work not like this.
Ah. Yeah. So the keys don't work at all? Have you just popped them up and looked that there's not lots of dirt in there? Because sometimes, I used to work at EA. It was back in 2000, and I had the Nordic IT there. And then, I got everything.
Hey,
Hi,
Fixit
Digital.
42
Hi.
love.
And then I had do everything from switch fuses that broke to help someone who poured Coca-Cola in their keyboard. So usually these kinds of keyboards, the simple ones, though this has lights too, so it's a bit messier. But the old keyboard, I just poured water into all of them and let them be in water, and then they worked afterward, after drying for a week, But this one didn't work. So Digital, I'm merging two keyboards. This one is my normal one, an old one that I've been using for, I don't know, 5 years maybe, or 4 years, and it's really used, and the space key doesn't work very well. So sometimes you get double space, sometimes you get no space, sometimes you get actually one space. But it's very annoying to go back in when you type text and you have to go and change all the spaces. So, and also the looks of it, it's dirty and everything. So I got a new one of the same kind because I liked it. I love this keyboard. The first thing that happened was that I opened a bottle of water well, lemon taste.
Harry
And
Tree
it
says,
fell into the keyboard.
the guys who uses funny tutorials on how to repair laptops and smacks eggs on them.
Oh my. But I've actually had someone call me from when I worked at EA, like in the middle of the night almost. I poured Coke only into my computer. What should I do? And she had actually already been like standing with a hairdryer. I think it worked out anyway with that one. I don't remember. Well, let's see. Did we get everything? I think so. So this is a medal of this one, and it looks exactly the same as the other one, though it doesn't have a big water stain on it, which is kind of good. And this one looks clean and nice. The other one, let's see. This is the one from the other. I don't know if you can see that there are like water marks. Odd stuff. So that's good hopes for this one, right? I wonder if we can see something on the part, or maybe I should just lift this and not touch it. Right. The connector, this part only has power, the first part, and that one has the connection. And the connector here is connected over here. Let's see. So we need to unplug this to get this one out, or unscrew them. So let's do that too. I'll lift them out and see if we can see something strange with the space key. Cause I wanna fix that space key. Even if you see something, that might not be the problem. So the space key is on this side. So there's nothing there. But there's a bit of dirt on this. Yeah, that's kind of expected after a few years, right? So let's lift this out. And the board too. There. Oh, let's see if I can get this out. I think the plastic of these are kinda moved. You see, maybe I should just do what I did before by mistake. Thin this out. There. So, now we have all of this, the parts we want from this keyboard. So, this is the old one. Let's just compare it to the new one. If they actually look the same. Right. So, if we compare this side, seems to look the same, right? And the space key, there's just one button there. But it used to work. So, but this is what stopped working the first, or the only thing that doesn't work on that one. So, if we replace this part with this part, let's see just if there's any visible change on these. No, but this one is a bit dirty. Not much. Not really visible there, right? So I don't know if I should even touch this very much. Just a few dots. That's a plastic piece. So let's look at the other side of this. I can see a bit of dirt. But if I'm thinking the space key over here, it actually has some dirt here too. Let's just normal paper here. Nothing moisturous. I think that was actually sprinkles for ice cream in the keyboard. It has this kind of sticky feeling to it. It's like an oil on it, which I know from the old one when I pulled that apart and tried
Is
to fix
Python
it.
great enough to do most things?
Python is mostly a scripting language. It can be compiled, but the difference between compiled languages and scripting languages is that when you run the program, a script, it is run line by line, and it's interpreted then and told, like, translated to the computer language when it's run. And with a compiled language, it is done when you kind of build it. But what you can do lots of things with Python. So if you're new to programming, I would very much recommend Python. And then of course my course, which will be soon out, and free, of course, on YouTube. I'm just looking at the edge here. But if you want to do like intense games with the graphics, you don't want to do Python. That's one of the examples. So, what do you think? Is this clean enough? It wasn't really dirty. The thing now, I wonder if the space key will still have problems. If it does, I don't think... I do actually. I bought two once when I bought the new ones. So I do have one that works perfectly, hopefully, when I open it. And not have any problems. I can't see anything different where the space key is supposed to be here, more than there was a bit of dirt. Let's see. How is the electronics here? So, because there are spots for the other two dots here where there could have been these for the space key.
John 7869 says, fixing,
Yeah.
not killing. Courtney Hyde.
Hopefully, we'll see. So there seem to be connections here. Let's do the microscope. We can see closer. So, welcome in, Yanyan, today.
Hello.
Let's see if I can move it. I just have to find where the microscope is. It's over there. Moving those a bit. Yeah, we should see when the one that doesn't have moving my mouse up onto a speaker. Here. This one here. This should be one of the keyboard dots that doesn't have one of these. So why doesn't it? Why? I mean, I guess removing one of these from the other one wouldn't be very easy, and fastening it here, but it could be possible. So if it doesn't work after this fix, we could look at that, if these electric connections are there. But I don't want to touch it too much to break it, since this is not the most expensive high-tech thingy. It's a cheap keyboard. So let's just move this into the new top that's not used for years. I just want to feel what it is that's making it not be in there really now, because it's popped out. Maybe it'll just pop back by itself, but if it doesn't, it's good to know why. I can't feel any like resistance. I think it's just that when I lift it, it's the number 4 is kind of up there. No, it's down too. So it's just when I put it down, all the buttons are pressed because there's nothing pushing against.
Are all keyboards compatible to other different computers/laptops?
I've been working with computers for quite some time, and they used to be totally different connectors. Welcome, Stockhouse! I say that all the time! Stockhouse! Welcome, Stockhouse! Why do we put extra letters in the name?
What is going on today?
I'm trying to fix this keyboard, and I have an old one. And the top used to look like this. And the space key was bad on this one. So I bought new ones. And when I got it, I used it for like 1 day. And then I got a new bottle of bubbly lemon taste water from the store. And I opened it and all over the keyboard. And it stopped working. And I tried to fix it a bit, like wiping off these.
Not like this.
Yeah, so now I'm thinking, why not use the good looking outsides? Swap in this bit, and since the button part is on this, maybe we'll have luck and the space key will work better. Otherwise, I may add stuff here and see if this works, because there's actually 3 of these points, connection points on this. But I'm not going to do that now, just see that this works first. So let's just, first we have 2 layers here. This is 1 layer. And let's see now, is it upside down? Yes. But let's turn this one. So, here we go. This has the tiny knobs on it for the keys. So when the keys are pressed, the 2 layers of this plastic are pushed together. So there's a connection and it's sent to the electronic parts over here. So let's make sure it's kind of lined up. We have these screw holes there. We can see that they are kind of lined up. And then we have this part, which has electronics on it. And it's a connection there to here, apparently. I don't know if you can see that. Let's do microscope again. So let's see. Can you see the dots on this one? So I assume that's where the other end... Well, let's see. This one actually has a bit of goo on it too. You can see that over here. So, but this is by the numerical keyboard, and I haven't had any problems that I know of. So I'm not going to mess about with it. When I do this, it's gooey.
Okay, I'm back. I've been having horrible internet connection issues.
Oh, that's too bad. Now I'm actually messing this up, probably. I'm not putting anything wet in here. But there, let's see. So if we put this one on top here, we see the tiny little screw holes. And let's switch cameras. There. So, and then we need this metal plate too, that was on top of it. But before we add this, let's do the electronic bit. Because we have this tiny little board here, and my cord. So this one is supposed to connect with this one, right? So the board needs to be below this, and the connectors are still connected. So we need to push down a bit on this, but let's do it carefully from the side first. Or maybe it's not possible, we just have to use a bit of force. There, one side. There. If nothing else works, push on it, right? And then this one. I wonder if there was kind of like a nut or something there. I'm looking at the other one. I think it's just bent a bit. This could be funny. Like this. Let's just push it down, because we don't want this to fall out when people, or I rather, use it. Let's see, is that bad or is it good? We'll see what happens when we put this board on there. So this one, I know it was like around these. That's probably good enough. So let's make sure they're lined up again. Something like that. And something like that. And I think I'm going to place a few of these before I tighten this, so it's positioned right. Just lifting it up a bit. So that's two. I think they will all fit. Let's do this one too. There. And then we have this, which holds this connector tight to the other connectors. This is just a touch that makes a connection. And there's an isolator.
Is IKEA
here.
as big in Sweden as it is in the US?
That's a good question. It's kind of big. I have the preview up on this screen, so I can actually read the chat almost by the camera. I was just watching Find the Singularity stream, and he just got this teleprompter, so that's probably nice to be able to read chat while you look at the camera. Though I have the TTS, so I don't need it. But still. So, what do you think? Fixed or broken? Maybe I totally squished the numerical keyboard while cleaning there. I have a spare one, so if I break it, I still have a keyboard. So let's, after this is
John
bit more
7869 says. Suspense.
yeah.
D-Dub says.
Are you install new key membranes?
I switched the ones from the new keyboard with my old keyboard, but the old keyboard had a problem with the space key, and the old keyboard looked like it was something off with the goo on the membranes by the numerical keys, and I kind of wiped it off with the paper. So we'll see. I think that what happened with it's this kind of oily substance with these things you push, the plastic pieces. This goo, I don't know if you can see, it's wet. There's some kind of oily substance. This is the one that's broken. Several keys won't work. And I tried cleaning it a bit. Maybe I'll try cleaning it more now, when it's just like
Why
trash.
not just use the new keyboard? Sorry if you've already answered this.
The new keyboard is the one that got the water. So the old keyboard is the one that looked like this. And the space key didn't work very well. But it worked, but not, I got lots of double spaces and stuff. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to do something more to fix that later, if it's possible. So I'm just tightening these all a bit. Then we'll just turn it over and look, or just test it like that. We don't have to fasten all of it. This is really the keyboard. I really like this keyboard.
We're
though.
Frankensteining keyboards, lol.
Yeah, we are. But the cord was not broken, so we don't have to switch them out. It would have been fun to have one from a third keyboard. Yes, I think I got a question about the keyboard connectors. And this is a USB keyboard. The older keyboards, they used to have PS2 connectors, and then there were actually DIN connectors before that.
John 7869 says. It's live.
It's live. Let's see if it's live. I just have to plug it in now. We don't have to put it on the back, it's just plastic. And all the keys are kept in place by this. So let's see now. I'm just checking which USB cable of the million cables I have. There. Oh yeah, is a TTS very noisy? I mean, I usually lower my volume and I forgot to. Let's try the keyboard to fix this. So if I control escape now, I can set my volume lower. Maybe it's not very loud. I changing it from 20 to 10 here.
D-Dub says.
Stop. These youngins don't know what PS/2 connectors are, lol.
Yeah, but let's scroll up here. Harry D. Are all keyboards compatible to other different computers' laptops? I guess also there are like special keyboards. But this is USB. USB's kinda... Yeah, this one has Windows keys. Is it compatible to Macs then? Well, this is a test. Let's go to I'll fix my desk scene. I think I have the
John 7869
left
says.
screen over here too.
Unfortunately, I know PS/2 corny face plum.
Yeah, unfortunately. But, well, What about D in keyboards? DIN. Let's see now. I'm going to move this left screen. Why can't I click it? I've locked it. Oh, there. I thought it was locked. It wasn't. So, let me... Oh, that's funny. Oh! I don't know what I did. Right, I stopped showing it. I was trying to change the window. I know that if you do a lot of undo in OBS, stuff can happen. So let it just be there. And let's open up Notepad. Sorry for bright light. Let's bright light this.
D-Dub says.
I had to look up DIN connector, but I think the first Apple we had used those connections.
Maybe. Like when I use the IBM XT. I'm old. Then we had those. So I'm just making this a bit bigger, and then let's shrink. No, didn't want to do that. I have to press the Alt key. No, why? Okay, this is just OBS technique here. But why? I should be able to resize the window. Maybe the Alt key doesn't work. Maybe that's why. And if the Alt key doesn't work, then we know what the problem is, because that's the problem I had, I think. So let's, instead of resizing this, let's go here and try the keys. Oh, gosh. Monkey type. Yeah, this is more like this. Let's see if all the keys on my keyboard works. And I have a bad feeling here, cause tab works. These worked on the old one. I think I have the file open still. There, and then we have caps. I removed caps again. Yeah, we passed over the keys that didn't work before. They worked. Nice. And then we have Enter works. And backspace works. So let's shift something like that. It works. These keys work. Because speedy typing, I'm not good at that. Let's just do something there. This is a Swedish keyboard, by the way. So let's do Control S and see. Yeah, it opened up a box. Let's do Windows R. Yes, it worked. Now is the question, how will I test the Alt key, the normal one? Should we Alt F4 this? Yeah, it works. Space apparently works, and we can do this with a monkey type if spaces works. Later, if we get double spaces. And Alt-GR in Swedish keyboard, we can get the @ symbol like that, so it works. FN, that's the lights of the keyboard. I don't know if you can see it, but it's off, on. Oh, that's interesting, because in between it's supposed to be an up and down mode that I never use. Now it's on. It's in the middle. No, I think it's just the lights that I have. I have one there, one there, one there, and one there. So I have lots of light. And then I have a ring light here. So lights all over the place. I can see it's going up and down the light. So it works as it should, the electronics too. Then it seemed to be fixed, as long as the space key works better than it used to, which I don't see a reason, except if it was the actual physical key, top part of the key, that was like broken somehow.
This may help. Web link.
Oh, keyboard tester. I was actually thinking of monkey type here, if we should do that. We can try them both. So at least the basic functionality works. Right, I didn't test the numerical keyboard. So if we go down here, and also the normal keys, right, left, up and down works. Insert, what does that do on the normal keyboard nowadays? Delete works. Home, end works. Page up and page down. We'll see that on a web page, right? So now let's test the numerical one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they work. And these, yeah. So they work too. Let's test it with the keyboard tester, though. This was monkey type. Let's see. Keyboard tester. Oops. Oh, 2 windows is not really necessary. This is better, right? Oh my god, I managed to get up the window where I can see the stream. And I was wrong. I did that long ago, right? So if I click escape, it will light up. This is great for, I didn't test the F keys. 11, 12, and then will it have print screen, scroll lock, pause? Thanks, Digital, this was great. Oh, look, you see, it's not the right keys. I was thinking of that. That's actually the one that's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that key didn't exist. That one was over there. Well. Oh, that's funny too. It doesn't work with Swedish keyboard really, but it doesn't matter. Did it do shift? Yeah, both of them blinked. Yeah, right. So B and M. Yeah, that one up there. So I have this after that. So yeah, of course it works too. And control was kind of like that. Alt was like that. Oh, and they react the same, but they're not the same key. And of course the Fn key didn't work. And control. There, something happened. It's selected it instead. Yeah. Apparently it can't take that key since it's actually used. Right, another numlock and we'll get this reaction too. No, try it again, just there. So I think all of them worked here too. So the only problem is the spacebar to see if that works. Let's save this like this. I can look at it later. Okay, what do you think of this? Me typing on time. I'm not the most hurrying person. I'm usually just taking it easy. Of course, I should have like a keyboard on the camera now, right? I think I have it over here. There it is. Oh, right. I've no. This is actually something odd because I'm holding my Alt key And I think that's didn't I? Trying again. Yeah, now it worked. Okay. So I was just not. Did I press this one instead of this? Oh, now that we need this big of a thing, and this, I guess it's a bit rotated there. I'm getting a bit more of the mic. So, let's see. This is a test of how slow I can type, because I'm not quick. So, I should click, and then I should type something. Click here to start. So I can't move the keyboard now either. So few. No,
the keyboard looks
check.
great.
Yeah, check my spaces. If I get 2 spaces somewhere, that's the test. I actually try to learn to type better without looking, but I'm just usually not looking very much, but a bit. I like look down a bit, and when I'm doing something like this, I definitely look. And
Cap locks are on.
Yeah, caps are on. Oh, so it said everything was wrong. That's nice, then I don't have to measure myself against it. Now, we can try again. So caps on, and then it should have realized, right?
You can hit Tab plus Enter to restart.
Okay, so Tab Enter to restart. No? No. Let's see. We'll just do this, right? Just F5 to restart. Work lost in, and I'm not certain of my placement. Before can apply run.
I think you're doing Enter plus Tab.
What? I think you're doing Enter Tab. So what were the spaces? Let's do notepad typing. I know I'm slow. I'm saving this. This could be a good practice. But first I need to learn really where the keys are. I closed that notepad, right? Let's see. This was what keys didn't work before. So when I was typing here, we don't have any H, which works now, and we didn't have these. And there was also the Alt key, which seemed to work. So let's just, if I just type anything, this is a test of the keys. And I have yet to see a double or no space problem. This looks great. Yeah, I think it seems to work. Because I don't think I typed that long of a text without getting problems with space key. And it wasn't thinking of anything like...
John7869 says, "Congrats."
That was just me double typing. Yeah, it seems to work. Success! There. It worked. Then the question is, do I want it this flat? With a bit of a feeling. Maybe I do want this in there, right? So let's finish this before. So which backside? I think this one. The old one, I didn't remove these all the way to reach the screw, so I'll use the old one. Let's just put it back.
D-Dub says,
Woohoo! Congrats on a successful repair.
Thank you. And right, I want to check this, because this is probably not very smart to have it on top there. You can't see, this is too tiny, right? There. So I want this to be firmly attached, but
They don't
not...
call you fix it for nothing, lol.
Now I can actually say that I fixed something right on stream. I can use the name with pride. Yeah, I like to fix stuff. Oh, this is funny. I do press the keys. Let's unplug it.
Is your husband Felix?
No. Who's Felix? Let's see. I'm holding this one a bit more carefully. I think I took that name because I was thinking for my YouTube channel, and then I just
Fix
use it
Felix.
for
Web
the
link.
same for lots of. Okay, I have to click. Oh yeah, of course. But I think, I don't know how long ago I used that name, but someone... I saw that film with my kids, at least. The Wreck-It Ralph, it says there. Yeah. I think it was good, right? Was this inside the games thingy? So sometimes it's
Wreck-It
good
Ralph
that
is
you
great.
have kids so you see that kind of thing. Look, I got this on us over there. Yeah, and there was a second one too. With internet? Oh, anyway, it was lots of emotes, I think. Huh? I don't remember them in detail. Just a bit of stuff. Quite a few years ago that we watched them. But I don't know how old they are. It's probably in that thing where that came from. Facts. So let's see. Harry, are you still there? If you want to see the Diddy Spark thing, I can show you when this is done. There. On this side. This is why I chose this button, because the other one had these all removed. I think one is on my desk over here. There. So it's just a few left. Two more. Yeah, that Fix-It person was in the same game as Ralph, was it? And he was like the bad guy? I don't remember. I'll try to make my kids watch it with me again.
John7869 says, when it is closed the keyboard does not work anymore, Courtney, not me.
Yeah, exactly. That's part of why I wanted to do this, cause what if it doesn't work anymore? Then what's a failure anyway, and I will lie to you all. By the way, if anyone gets an ad,
Ralph and Felix are in the
tell
same
me,
game,
because
yes.
I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, same game. So... oh. There. So, we probably need to plug it in again, right? That could be a fun thing to do. Make a normal keyboard a Bluetooth keyboard. So, let's do a quick test. We don't have to test it all. So let's just... I think it works, right?